Can you tell you something from yourself? What's your history and how you become a lion that you are now?
I was a police officer and I was in my early 20s, and I was not handling the stress of life as a police officer very well. And I needed something to balance out my life. And my sports coach when I was a young child was a hemophiliac, had a blood disease, and he needed blood. He asked me one year to come down and donate blood, which I did. The second year, he asked me to work on the blood drive, the community blood drive of the Lions Club. And the third year, he said, Al, I'd like you to become a Lion, and the only thing I'll ever ask you to do is work on the blood drive. I joined another organization before that, and they didn't fulfill my needs. I went with my friend Frank, who was the hemophiliac, and I joined the Lions Club, and they fulfilled my needs and gave me an opportunity to balance out the life of a police officer and somebody who was doing something positive for the community. And it really improved my quality of life.
Something in your life not a long time ago, and you were also a lion, and you are a police officer. That was in New York.
Yes.
Can you tell you what that did with you?
Well, that was probably, you're speaking about 9/11, September 11th, the attack on the World Trade Center.
Yes.
Something that changed my life forever. It was, I had responsibilities as a police detective to the people in my community that were killed that day and their families, but we also had other responsibilities. I was a past international director from New York, and I was looked upon to help organize things down at the World Trade Center, which Maureen and I did, and a lot of other Lions. Maureen's a doctor.
Yes.
She spent some time down there at Ground Zero helping some of the recovery workers, and then I helped with the performing some of the organization for the volunteers, the Lions that went down to a warehouse to help the recovery workers. And then we did some counseling and some financial help for some of the victims. So that was a day that changed everybody's life, and mine also.
But from that experience, can you give us a message?
Yeah, I think I can give a message. There was no book written on how to respond to a disaster like that, and since then we've written a manual on how to respond and prepare before something like that. And it's called the Alert Program, which a lot of other disasters came out of. But now we have a manual for Lions around the world to prepare for such disaster, a natural disaster such as a flood, an earthquake, a hurricane. And it's been very successful, this Alert Program, and I think it's only in its infancy, and it's only going to get better the more we prepare for it, Director. We have vests, we have hats, we have signage when we go to areas such as the earthquake in Sichuan province in China, where the Lions of China and others went in to help with the emergency relief. So, yeah, we're very well prepared for something like that now.
Okay.
But how do you see the Lions in Europe and in America? We all are Lions, I know that, but I think there's a difference. What's your opinion about that?
I think in America, where it's the birthplace of Lions Clubs International, it's a more of a grassroots type organization where we have people that are retired that perhaps are not the captains of industry. And over here, I think in Europe, you do have a little bit more of that.
Okay.
And so although we have the same Lion's heart and we do try to do the same things, there is a bit of a difference. But the bottom line is that we're all Lions and we all have the urge to serve the community. But there is a little bit of a difference. But I think as time goes along, that difference is going to be closed. And I think the type of Lions will be pretty much the same. I think we're getting closer and closer.
Can you tell me, how can we, that what you feel, promote every day here?
I think it's important, number one, if you show the video from Pattaya, which I have, my biography and also my international theme, I think the Lions may very well understand. But I think it's very important for the district governors, the international directors, the council chairperson, when they speak to Lions in their particular area, that they make the Lions in the clubs understand that they're the most important people in our organization, that they are everyday heroes. Sometimes we take some of the things that we do every year, food baskets during the holidays, perhaps clothing drives, scholarships that we give. we think it's we do it every year, so it's not very important. But when the Lions look into the eyes of the people that they're giving these food baskets to, or perhaps at Christmas time or Hanukkah, they give them the toys, that they look into their eyes and just understand that that's a miracle that they're making happen for the children and the people that may not have food during the holidays. And just understand what you do is important and it's relevant. I think the languages may be different wherever we go, in Japan, China, Belgium, England, United States, Africa. The languages may be different, the religions may be different, the politics may be different, but it really doesn't make any difference because we have something in our heart that nobody else has.
That's right.
We serve.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
Okay,
We take that
okay.
with us to the Netherlands, and thank you for the interview.
And I'd like
Have
to,
you- yeah?
and I'd like to thank the Lions of the Netherlands for what they do. They are everyday heroes, and they do make miracles through service. So please continue and understand, simple acts of kindness make miracles. Thank you, Lions.